Hey everyone, this is Brianna Daughtery with Assignment 3, Google Calendar versus Outlook. This was a little difficult for me to complete simply because I use Microsoft Outlook on a daily basis. I've used it for years and I'm getting quite familiar with how to use it. So, comparing the two, you are able to schedule events in both Calendar and in Outlook. Google Calendar and Microsoft both offer the options of being able to respond and manage events. Google Calendar and Microsoft Outlook both have options to enable reminders in their calendar settings. While I'm not the most familiar with the reminders in the Google Calendar, I do use my Google reminder or my reminders in Microsoft Outlook pretty often because let's be honest, I have way too much on my plate that I forget about it all the time. So I have reminders set for right before meetings. That way I remember to actually go to the meeting, as well as anything I have scheduled. So Google Calendar and Microsoft Outlook both have the options to share calendars with their colleagues and to view calendars. I utilize this in Microsoft Outlook daily simply because I am actually an account manager now. So I am managing meetings with those that are higher in my work, with clients, so I look at our pharmacist schedule with with my schedule, with my director's schedule, all to see when we can fit in a meeting that everyone can attend. And you can also do the same thing on Google Calendar. The first difference that I did find was that you're able to customize Google Calendar more than you are Outlook. Outlook is pretty the same setup, which if you compare the two setups, they are also similar. However, I know that you can customize Google Calendar. You might be able to customize Microsoft Outlook. I just haven't had the opportunity to really dive into that because, let's be honest, who has time? You just need to know when and where to go. Another difference that I found was that Google Calendar allows users access to notes and tasks, whereas Microsoft Outlook does not. However, Microsoft Outlook also utilizes Microsoft Teams, so it is linked. So with my work, I'm actually able to access my Teams, set up Teams meetings, set up all things through Microsoft's Outlook. It just automatically directs it. So it's kind of a different app. So I guess in a sense they're similar, but it's not based right there on the calendar. So in the conclusion, Google Calendar and Microsoft Outlook are very similar when it comes to their features and calendar settings. However, it does appear that Google Calendar does have a little bit more options than what Microsoft Outlook does, or at least that I am aware of, and I do utilize it on a daily basis. Like I said, I believe that Google has a whole team that is constantly updating, whereas it's not that Microsoft necessarily doesn't, it's just that they're not as verbal or as, they're not as quick about updating things. So that is the end of my presentation, but I did want to bring you over to, where did it go? Here we go. So here is the Google Calendar, and this is similar to how it is set up on Google or on Outlook. You're able to view your day schedule. You're able to view week, month, year. One difference with Outlook is you are able to do a work week instead of just a week. That way, you're not trying to schedule meetings on Saturdays and Sundays. So I do like that feature. Where'd my... And then another thing is that I really like to do, they do have the calendar here. Here's my calendars, shared calendars. You're able to use all of that. So I hope you guys, this is something that I would like to utilize more. But with my work being all Microsoft, it probably won't happen for a long time. But it is nice. It's something I want to consider with my family and making sure that we're all have our calendars in sync because it would be easy to do with Google Calendar. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy this.